Mike Pitts. I represent District 14 here in Orange County. Jeff and I have been in the State House together for 8 years. We've entered a lot of fights on the State House floor together. And it's very simple. He does part of the attack and I do the other part. You have a well-oiled machine gun and a muzzle loader. All you have to do is listen to his phone. But together we got the job done. How many of you remember Ronald Reagan? Not really far away. We had Ronald Reagan. We had Bob Hope, King of Common, Johnny Cash singing songs. Reagan, Hope, and Cash. Now we've got Obama, very little hope, and no cash. Folks, you have a corps in Washington, a corps that are fighting the good fight. You have a corps in Columbia that are fighting the good fight. You have to build around those corps. I've been there fighting for 8 years. Someone asked me outside, do you get tired? It's like beating your head against an anvil. Now my dad always told me my head was an anvil. But you get tired of beating your head against that anvil and standing along and taking arrows from all those naysayers. Help us build that corps. I file bills like the Firearms Freedom Act, the Immigration Reform Act, to combat education, health care, and what illegal immigrants are doing to those on the state level, because Washington is absolutely refusing to do any of it. I filed the gold standard bill to bring attention. I was ridiculed very, very harshly for that all across the nation. But folks, you can't keep printing money, building $1 trillion debt, before pretty soon you refinance yourself out of your own home. And that's what Washington's doing to our country. They're doing it on a fast pace. There are only two groups that can bring Washington under control. That's you, the voters. You can do it at the polls. Research, know the candidates, send the right people to Washington. That can help turn it around. The other are those of us that are elected to the state general assemblies. Because with the 9th and 10th Amendment, we have the ability to put the skids on Washington. Henry McMaster talked about that. You have to do it through the court system to stop it. But 9th and 10th Amendment in the Constitution gives us the right to do that. I've been fighting that fight for 8 years, trying to get a bill through the General Assembly that has very little intestinal fortitude to do just that. And lo and behold, Washington gave us that ability without the fight in Columbia with the health care bill. They did one thing right, they're going to give us the ability to challenge. I saw many of you raise your hand and say you were vets. Bill, I appreciate your service. Bill's a combat veteran, Afghanistan. I know a little bit of the background on that. Bill's not just a combat veteran, Bill's a hero. He's not going to tell you that, but I will. We took an oath. He talked about that oath. What I remember about that oath is I took the oath to defend my Constitution and my country against all enemies, foreign and domestic. These last couple of lines are going to be in military terms. If you don't understand them, ask one of the veterans and they can tell you. I've thrown away the scabbard. I fixed bayonets and I'm flying the black flag. That means I'm not going to retreat. It means I'm not going to surrender. Most of you probably watched the movie with Mel Gibson about Wallace fighting for freedom in Scotland. Remember what he was asked when he was getting ready, standing beside the Bruce, getting ready to go to the fields of battle? And he said, "Where are you going?" "To pick a fight." They started it, but I'm willing to fight. God bless you.